How you doing, guys? Welcome to the Skint Vapor channel. I am Skint and this and fucking idiot. How you doing, guys? Oh, start again. Why is it me? Why did I choose this fucking hobby? How you doing, guys? Welcome to the Skint Vapor channel. I am Skint and today we are reviewing a little pod kit, a little pod system, the Caliburn G. Why the fuck did I do that? Don't know. Caliburn G by Uwell. Yes, a very popular pod kit, the Caliburn, the first one. Now this is out. But it would be bad fucking manners not to bring in another little pod kit to join it. The Vapefly Manners pod. Vapefly Manners pod. Manners maketh the man. Well, it doesn't say the man, it says manners maketh man. Says it right fucking there, you know. Must be true. Right, so these two are going head to head in this review. You see which one comes out top. In my opinion, of course. And opinions are subjective. You may have a different one. And that's okay, that's cool. We can live with that. So let's get down below and do a little unboxing. And then we'll come back up top and I'll tell you what I think of these little things. Okay folks, so this is the Caliburn G and the Vapefly Manners pod. Let's start off with Vapefly. So the unboxing for the Vapefly, I'm going to turn it this way so it's easier. As you can see, Vapefly Manners box. Nice box by the way, let's just show you a wee quick look round the box. Very nice fancy box. It's got a fucking lion's head there and this is a grey one. A little picture of the actual pod itself in the back, inside there. That's what you get in the box. All the information and shenanigans. So let's open it up. You get your manual. Obviously I've been using these for about a week now, so I sort of I've had a wee nosy at it. The manual itself tells you fuck all, by the way. It's one of those fucking annoying fold out ones that come out in a big sheet of A4 or fucking A3 or something. But that's pretty much all the manual tells you. Specifications there, diameter 128.7 by 21.5 by 12.5 millimeters. Weight 34.6 grams. 2mm. 650 mAh battery and resistance range from 1 to 1.4. And that's the picture of the cat, the whole lot. Type C, thankfully. The rest of it is different images and pish. Not a very useful manual, I'd say. It gives you the basics. Do you know what? One thing I noticed is it doesn't even tell you how to turn the fucking thing on and off. It doesn't even tell you how to turn the thing on and off in this manual. So you've got to sort of work that one out yourself. Luckily it's a pod system, it's not too difficult. Just a little warranty card. Pish as usual, and that is the Manners pod there. With your spare pod there. Let's take this wee box out. I've not had this out yet. And see what's in this. I think it's going, we can pretty much be certain it's going to be the usual. I always fucking rip these, try to get these out. Having no nails doesn't help, but I always tear the fuck out of the box. Yeah, it's your USB cable. That's pretty much it. USB Type-C, thankfully. Lovely jubbly. Now let's take the pod system out. And there it is. That is the pod system. And as I say, I have been using it. So when you take the pod out, it flashes red. Do you see that there? Flashes red. And when you put the pod in, it flashes blue and vibrates. It's a vibrator. Very funky little vibrator. There you go. One for the ladies out there. USB Type-C in the bottom. Your fire button on the side with a little hole there, which I'm guessing is your air hole. Yes, it is, as you can. Oh, let me see if you can see that. Can you see it down there, that little air hole? You can see it. That's the inside of the pod itself. And it's battery, magnets, sorry. So it just clips. And it's very, very sturdy. Oh, it just came out. The fucking thing just flew out there. Oh, you bastard. Hang on, I need to get it. So, that was my fault. I fucking hit it off the table and it went flying. It's definitely not coming off of there. See? I banged it off the table and the pod came out. So, that is the pod itself. And to fill it up, you've got a little rubber jammy there. And you just peel that back. Having no nails, I use my teeth. And there's a little hole to fill it up. Very easy filling method. Very good. That fucking vibration. Every time you put a pod in, it vibrates. And that's it. That is pretty much it, guys. Now, what have I got in here at the moment? I have... Hang on. I actually don't know. This is the spare pod. There's two choices, isn't there? Let me double check that. You also get a spare little rubber stopper for your filling port. This is a spare pod here. Oh, sorry, that rubber stopper is not for the filling port. I'm a twat. Get it right, Skint. It is for the top. You get a stopper for your top bit to stick on your mouthpiece if you want it. I just noticed that because I looked at this one and I forgot all about that. I took it out when I used it. There's one on this. And this is the 1 ohm pod. And I'm guessing that must be the 1.4, yeah. So I've been using the 1.4. I haven't tried the 1 ohm yet. So that is the Vapefly Manners pod. That's how it looks. That is the unboxing. I will speak about what I think when I get up. Now, the manual doesn't tell you how to turn it on and off, so yeah, it's 5 clicks. 5 clicks, that's it off. 5 clicks and it's back on. So, we'll talk a bit more about that when I go back up top. Let's have a look at the Caliburn G. Caliburn G. Oh gee. Right, so that's the box. Caliburn G pod system, the Pro Fox, the Pro FOCS flavour testing technology from Uwell. Gives you an unparalleled vape experience. You've got all the shenanigans on the side there. Some more shenanigans on that side there, telling you how to find Uwell. And there's the back of the box there, tells you what's in it. You've got the 0.8 coil, two 0.8 ohm coils with this kit. Type-C charging, woohoo! We're always a fan of the Type-C. Well, I'm always a fan of the Type-C charging. I don't know about you, but I am. Because it's only fucking... It's the cables I use most in the house. So that's the Caliburn G box. Very nice indeed. Very solid, lovely box. But we really don't give a flying fuck about the box, do we? Let's be honest. Warning, warning, warning. Warning, Jim Robson, warning. Warning boxes telling you a lot of stuff. This tells you how you remove the drip tip. Very much like the X-Ross. Very much like the X-Ross. How to control the airflow. So, let's have a look at this. This is a manual. Let's see if it's any better than Vapefly's. I haven't looked at this manual yet. Mouth to lung and restricted direct to lung vape. I'll tell you how you do that. 690 mAh battery, removable coils, top filling, Type C port. Yeah, it reminds me of, the filling reminds me of the Extros. This manual's a little bit better, this is a good manual. A manual's a manual, but I prefer these type of manuals. There's a lot of information in here. And what to do and how to do it. Let's take the Caliburn out, shall we? Sit it there and we'll see what's in this. I haven't opened this box either, as you can tell, because it's not been ripped to shreds. We'll go in for the bottom, will we? No, I'm going to fucking rip it no matter what. Oh, no, I didn't rip it, did I? No. Right, that's your USB cable. USB cable in there. It sounds like it's one of those fucking... And your spare coil. If it will come out, is there as well. So unlike the Manners pod, this one has replaceable coils. You don't need to buy the whole pod. And there's your USB cable. Just a wee short arse USB cable. And your salt packet as well. It's obviously not a salt packet, guys. Don't put it in your fucking dinner. Because it's poisonous, as far as I'm aware. I think so, aren't they? Those are poisonous. Right. Let's have a wee nosy posy at the Caliburn G in blue. Did it tell me what colour mine was? No, it doesn't. Blue. This is the blue one. Yes, it's all marked from me because I have been using this. I've been using the both of them for a week. Type C charging on the bottom. Now, to fill this, very much like the Extros, which I have here. The Extros, you just push it and your filling's on the top. And this reminded me the exact same. You just, oh, it's not as easy. Push it and, just taking the whole pod out. Yeah, push it and it clicks off. And your filling port is that red marker there. Don't put it down the big black hole or you'll fudge your coil. And then you just sit it back on, like so. And this is your pod. I'll just show you the inside here. There's your little air hole on the side there, and you should be able to see it down the bottom in there. Okie doke. It's I don't think this is magnetic, this one, I don't. No, it's not, it's click. This one's click. It's not magnetic, it clicks in. This is the pod itself. I have e-liquid in there, that's the coil. The coil sits that way, guys. So when you're putting a new coil in, make sure it's sitting like so. Now, to have mouth to lung, as they say, your air hole is here, and you'll notice on the bottom of this, it's got a little groove here, but there's no groove this side. And that's because this side is direct, well, it says restricted direct to lung, and this side is mouth to lung. So you'd find your air hole. If you wanted to use mouth to lung, you would put the mouth to lung side in with the air hole, like so. That is very, very restricted. It's like sucking the arse off a lemon, trying to get a vape on that with a mouth to lung, but I'm not a mouth to lung vapor. Now you take it out, turn it around, pod around, and stick it in with the little indent part over the airflow, like so, and that should be a restricted direct to lung. They're very restricted, both of them, in my opinion, but I don't vape a lot of pods like this, if I'm honest. Now to turn it on and off, it is 5 clicks. So there's a little light down here that should light up when you're firing it. It is also automatic draw. The Vapefly is also automatic draw and manual, and this is automatic draw and manual as well. So you can vape it just by taking a draw on the mouthpiece or pressing the fire button to manually vape it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it off, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to put it back on. and then you can vape. So there we go. That is the... I'll put this back in the fucking box. Jesus Christ. That is the Caliburn G and the Manners, the Vapefly Manners. Uwell Caliburn G and Vapefly Manners pods. That is pretty much it. The pen kits, basically, the pen style pod kits. What we'll do is we'll go back up top and I will tell you my thoughts on these little pod kits. There you go. The Manners pod from Vapefly and the Caliburn G from Uwell. Two pod kits. Very similar. And I'm guessing that a lot of people will be deciding between these two if they're going to go and buy one of these like pen style pod kits. Now, when I started vaping, pen style pod kits, so to speak, were fuck all like this. They were shite. They were actually really basic, crappy little fucking cigarette things. We've came a long way, guys. We have come a long way. So let's compare them. We'll start with the battery. It's 650 mAh battery in this one and a 690 mAh battery in this one. A little bit bigger than this one. Not much of a massive difference. So they're very, very bang on similar. The filling method, side filling method and top filling method for this one. I prefer the top filling. It's easier. It's just like the X-Ross, where you're clicking it off and you put it in. There's no little fucking rubber fucking jammy to try and get out with fuck all nails. So you have to use your teeth, like this one. As you can see, I showed you down the table. Now, what else we got? Flavour. Flavour wise, they're both actually not too bad. They're both actually not too bad at all. But for me personally, the flavour is better in the Caliburn G. It edges ahead in the Caliburn G. Not by a massive margin. And again, flavour is subjective. You know what I mean? Yeah, Caliburn G for me with flavour. Definitely. Just edges it over the top of this Manners pod. Draw and button. Now, the Vapefly Manners has good airflow and the automatic draw works perfect every time. The button, I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate that side button thing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I've got bigger hands, I don't know, but I don't know how. Using it with your finger like that is a bit easier, but it's still not comfortable. It's not very comfortable in your hands, so you're not gripping it. And using your thumb in the front or the back. Using your thumb, it makes me, with the button inside, I keep wanting to go like, which obviously doesn't fucking work because of the slimness of the fucking pod kit. You cannot vape it like that. I don't like the button placement, I'll be honest. I prefer the Caliburn G's button placement. It's like your standard pod kit, like the X-Ross and other things, with the button placement being on the wider section of the pod, not the thinner section of the pod like the Manners. You can't use your fucking thumb. You've got to use your finger. And it just doesn't feel right. With the angle being on the mouthpiece like that, going down that way, you're putting that in, it feels like there's a gap here. Makes you want to put the pod to the side. Maybe just for me. Whereas the Caliburn G, it's perfect. The button placement is perfect. Automatic draw is instant as well. I will say there's a looser draw with the Manners pod kit than there is with the Caliburn G. It's tighter. There is two options with this. You can have what they say is mouth to lung. If you, as I showed you down below, if you swap it round the airflow and put the bit that doesn't have the groove in where the airflow side is. But it is very, very tight. That may be your standard mouth to lung. I don't have a lot of experience with mouth to lung. I don't vape mouth to lung. I vape direct to lung. Direct to lung. A little bit better. It's a little bit better, but I find the Manners pod is a lot more, not as restricted as the Caliburn G when it comes to the draw. But the button placement, the Caliburn G wins. Flavour wise, the Caliburn G wins. Capacity, both of them are 2 mil, so exact same there. Charging, you're talking half an hour to 40 minutes for both of these. Now, what is my favourite? I'll tell you what my favourite is. My favourite is the Caliburn G, and it's by quite a bit. I have been using both of these for about a week now. I got both of them from another reviewer, sent me them as a sort of a nice gesture, an absolutely fantastic gesture. The reviewer doesn't want to be known, so I can't thank him by name, but I do thank them by saying thanks. Very much appreciated that they sent these to me. And it was really nice of them. But the Vapefly Manners kit, I don't like. I don't like the shape. I don't like the feel. You could sit this down on a table like that and it would stand up. You can't sit this down on the table, it's always going to be lying down. Not that it matters. Not really. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't. The both of them don't leak. There's no leakage from whatsoever. I've had no issues with that, with both of them at all. There's been no leakage whatsoever from both these pod kits. Leak free, totally and utterly. I just don't like the shape. I don't like the feel of it. I don't like where the button placement is. And that angle, as I say, it doesn't feel comfortable in my mouth. Caliburn G feels really, really comfortable. There is a difference in price with these. This hasn't, I couldn't find a price for this in the UK yet, the Vapefly Manners pod kit, because I'm guessing it's not been widely released as yet. But I did find a price on havinggifts.com and they were pricing it at $19.99, so it's going to, I'm probably talking about 20 quid for this in the UK. The pod itself was $9.99, $9.99. So I don't know if that's going to be about 8 quid or so or whatever, I don't know, for the pod. But 20 quid say for this, and it's 25 quid or 25 pounds or so for this, the Caliburn G. I would pay the extra £5, I honestly would, just for the comfort and the feel and the style and the overall use of this. It's better, in my opinion, but it absolutely stomps all over the Manners pod kit. And it's the style and the whole, it's the style and the way, the design that has failed it badly in my opinion, without a doubt. I have never used the Caliburn, the original Caliburn, although everybody was raving about it. And this is the first Vapefly pod kit I've ever used, or pen style pod kit anyway. And it's just not up to the mark for me. If I bought this, and I'd bought this, I'd be using this more than I would this. In fact, I don't even know if I'd use this, to be honest. If this was up and running and all that, and both of them were fine and dandy, I would be using this over this. That's my opinion, my own personal opinion. Opinions are subjective, definitely. Just as much as a juice review, taste is subjective, so are opinions. You can watch 10 reviews and probably only about half of the reviewers will agree with each other, maybe even less sometimes. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. We all like different things. Caliburn G wins for me, definitely, in this battle. Vapefly, I would have liked, had to cut out, kept this straight, put a straight edge here and a straight edge on the mouthpiece and all that, and put your button placement on the side. It may have been a lot better, but it's that much of an annoyance for me. If I'm being honest, it is that much of an annoyance that it puts me off it. It really puts me off it. Some people like it, say it's modern and slickish. Fuck that. It's not comfortable. You can see your liquid levels in the Caliburn G on the sides. Now, it is, if you've not got a lot of light, it's quite difficult to see that. With the Vapefly, you have them on the wider side. Hopefully you can see that, and the top part as well. The Vapefly, you can see your liquid levels a bit better than you can see it on the Caliburn G. But it's still fucking Caliburn G. It wins for me. None of these products came from the companies themselves, as I say, they were donated to me by another very, very kind reviewer. Thanks again for that, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Friday night, 9:30 on this channel on Bargain Vapes with the lads having some shits and giggles, or in another review. Till then, have lots and lots of fucking fun, lads and ladies. Plenty of fun. Bye for now.